Welcome to Fish with Bish. You find us here at the Swan Pool back in Huntington. Weather's been quite nice today. Not exactly boiling warm, but nice. We're going to have a great session today. I can feel it in the water. Right, first put in, let's see how we get on. Right, I'm fishing very fine float with a wire stem. I've got a banded pellet on, blue banded pellet, green banded pellet. Not fishing too far out. I have pre-baited. I know there's plenty of fish here, so oops, I might have to add my pole. We've got a couple of cameras set up, so we might get some different views. So here we go. First put in, let's see how we get on. Right, I've picked a point on the bank. I've got my hand on the joint so I know exactly where I should be. I know there's plenty of carp in here, so let's see how we get on. I've dotted the float right down, so I don't know if you'll be able to see the float. A little bit of a touch there, a little bit of an indication. Right, we got a fish on. How about that then? Here's the first one, I'll take it easy. Oh. Nice little stocky carp. There's vegetation around him. Hooked nicely in the lip. There he is. Beautiful in that sunlight. There we go. Let's get him back in. Let's get back out fishing. Trying a new thing today. This is going to be a constant fish. I've got a bit of meat going in on the margin down there. I've got the fisheye camera. I've also got a little GoPro down here in front of me, and we're just going to see how much I can do without editing. Might add a bit of music, a bit of funkiness, but shut up Spartacus, bit of funkiness, but it's predominantly just about fishing today. Let's see how many we can get. Right, bang on 11 o'clock and we have one. I see movement down that edge already. Stick with this over here for now. A little bit of movement again. Knocking on the door they are. Little indicators on the float. What I might do is play around with the depths a little bit, because as I say, there's plenty of fish here. It's warming up quite nicely. As soon as I put my jumper on, it's gone warm. Back part of the course, that is. beautifully and peaceful. Lots of fish, lots of birds about. Right, we have another fish on. That didn't take very long at all. This one's a little bit better than the last one, I think. Don't know if you can tell, or if you can see, some of you guys, especially you fellas in America, with your predator fishing, a lot of your stuff is like roving. We sit and try and bring the fish to us. And we try and lay a bed of bait and bring them in. This is a very grey fish. Lovely, lovely fish there. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Alright, just getting back in. Let's get another pellet on. Right, I am gonna give it a quick go in that margin in a second. So we open the band, slip the pellet in. Whoa. Right off, if I knew what I was doing. Slip the pellet in. These are only 6mm pellets, so they're only small. But I think this is what we need for this time of year. Put a couple of pellets out. The trick is to feed little and often, because you don't want them to fill up, you just want them to come into the swim, pick up your bait rather than gorge on all the stuff that's there. Right, some more indications again, and we're in again. This is almost pellet speed fishing. He's not happy. Nice little fish again. I'd say they're all of the same, basically the same size. Dad's had a couple of slightly bigger fish this morning. There we go. Right, as I say, little and often, another 3 or 4 pellets. Get it back in again. That was 3. I'm going to set the clicker in a second. Another indication on the float there. I'm actually what we call dead depth, so I'm literally just touching the bottom. I've picked a spot on the, we're in again, picked a spot on the far bank that I go to every single time, and I'm on the final joint of the pole, so now I'm in exactly the same spot every single time, and I know that's where because I'm not fishing that far out, I can hand line handball the bait out. I can hand throw the bait out, as you can say, 3 or 4 pellets. If I do it before I go back out again, that means they're on the bottom, so that when my bait goes out and it goes onto the bottom, that's fine also. Sometimes you can get 3 or 4 fish per pellet when you use a banded pellet. Sometimes there are. Right, there we go. Right, let's get back out. Before I do, let me set the clicker. So that's 5. As I say, I've got that position on the far bank. Final join to the pole, so now I'm in exactly the same spot, distance wise and direction. I've got the float set exactly how I want it. I've got it dotted down quite low so I can see any indication. I'm fishing quite light on the bottom. I've only got a size 18 hook on. It's very light line. So basically what I'm trying to do is keep the fish coming in to feed, because they're in feeding mode at the minute, keep the fish all together in probably a foot circle, so almost like a dustbin lid size. So they're all together in one spot. So when they come in, and my actual bait is in the middle, it's why I don't want to feed too many, so they haven't got much of a choice of what to go for. Right, what I might do is slip over to this and we're in again. Or then again I might not. Right. This guy's different again. The colours on him is a very dark fish. Very dark, slim fish. You don't want to know. He's not fighting very hard. I think he just gave up as he came in, to be fair. Right, this is a much bigger fish than the past couple. I'd say sometimes it's almost as if the big fish don't care, basically. Well, they've been caught before. Right, he's got the hook down with it. Been caught before, so he knows he's going back. Still got the pellet on. Let me show you this fish. Really long, slim fish. I think that's because they're just coming out of the winter. Really nice fish. Okay. That's 6. Just sort the float out. Let's get back out again. I haven't fed this time because it took a while for that to get picked up. So what I want is I want the fish to be interested in what's going in the water. So hopefully, if I'm right, the pickup on this should be a lot quicker than the last one. I think we're on a 2-minute sort of pickup. So I think this will probably just be maybe a minute. Oh, my fault, I missed that one. Or as Andy May would say, it's a liner. There we are, we're in again. I'd say that's helping, not feeding every single time. always think it's strange how these fish, they're all different. This one's a lot smaller than the last one, but he's fighting like he's got a chip on his shoulder. See that elastic coming out, it's doing the job. When you've got them on the top, they take as soon as they take that gulp of air, you've sort of almost got them, to be honest. It means that muscles are tired. Whoop. Right, fella, calm down. I'll get you out. That's 7, and different fish again. That's a mirror. I had the clicker last time on the side of the lots. It ain't going to happen again because that took me ages. I had to stand there and click while I was watching the video, so that ain't going to happen. Right, I've not fed again, but I will on the next one. That's 7. It's only 11:15. Not bad for March. Still little indications down here on the side by the fisheye camera. I might move over there in a second. I don't know whether to come up in the water. I'm still getting indications, but might be liners, might be line bites. Whoa, bumped him off, my fault. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to rest this line, carry on feeding it. I'm going to rest this line that I'm on at the moment, which is probably about 5 metres. 5 metres out, probably about 2.5, 3 foot deep. It's not that deep. They're still there, but I can see there's quite a lot of movement down here on the... There we are, we're in again. This is 8. Although I am catching, I'm not catching quick enough. The amount of fish that are there, so I'm going to let it rest that one a little bit. Little fish showing off. Little stocking. Look at him. Size that mouth. Lovely little fish. Get him back. And now what we're going to do, benefit of this type of fishing, whoop, is that you can just swap kits as quickly as this and be fishing again. Right. Swapping different baits now. I'm swapping over to meat. Little cubes of luncheon meat. Obviously I don't need the whole pole because I'm only fishing down in here in the edge. And I don't know if you can see. Right, so let me just have you over this way. And this is where I'm fishing down here. Okay, I'm gonna literally lower it into the water. That's the fisheye camera that you can see there. And there we are, we're in. Oh, and he's off. Catch and release. The only thing about using meat is meat comes off a lot easier than the what's it does. There we are again. Let's see how quickly. I did do a bit of gardening when I arrived, so that I've got a nice little clean area there to fish from. There's lots of fish down there. Best way to do this is to lay your bait in. So you put it like that and then pull the float towards the bank so that the meat is laid on the bank, on the slope. This is what happened there, and that's why I'm getting an indication straight away. Oh, my fault I missed that. Right, what I might do is, because I'm losing the bait every single time, you just put a little bit of corn on, just to see, because the corn will stay on a bit better. Right, let's get in as quickly as we can. There's a lot of fish there. Bear in mind, this is actually March the 27th, I think it is. So bear in mind, this is March the 27th, so no, it's the 28th tomorrow. Sure it is. Oh, it don't matter. 27th to 28th. Oh. Now on the fisheye camera, we'd have probably seen that run. If you don't get any pickups with this corn, I'll go back on the meat. There we are, and we're in. Oh, I think I may have fouled up this one. The fish. Colours on this are amazing. Right, let me just turn it around so you can see this fish. Let's get the hook out first. There we are. I'd say long and lean they are now, because it's March, so they've not had a chance to put any weight on. And also a bit slimy. Right. I'm going to drop back to meat because I think we got a foul looker there because they were rooting around for the meat, not the corn. Right, so here we go. It's back down. Are we ready? While I'm doing that, while I'm putting that in. 9 fish at well, that was a quick bite. 10, I think.
Just for another shot on.
Just down a little bit. Yeah. Another nice long lean fish. Should have worn waterproof trousers. My legs are getting soaky. That's 11. When I put the meat on the hook, because it's cubed, what I do is I put it at the number 1 spot, as if it was a number 1 spot on a dice, right in the middle, and turn the meat onto the hook. And because it's a soft bait, the fish just bite straight through it anyway and hook themselves almost. Oh, my fault. I missed that one. Let's show you this fish. Good solid fish, fin perfect, absolutely gorgeous. It's getting back in. As I say, my trousers are absolutely soaking there. Should have wear waterproofs, but another piece of meat on the hook. You can see how shallow it is on that edge there. So what's that? That's probably just about 18 inches. Get the meat, put the hook, turn the meat onto the hook and back in the water. Right, let's see if we can get this one to take it up in the water. There he is, and he's took it. Hopefully that's come up on the fisheye camera. I'll try that again in a second. That's amazing. Did you see that then, Dad? There was a couple of fish cruising by, and I saw him, and I thought he was on the surface, obviously looking for something to eat. There he is, got it. Obviously looking for something to eat, so I thought I'm going to see if I can mug him and drop a piece of meat in front of him. Oh, this fish is gorgeous. Again, these are of a decent stamp now. These aren't. There's no giants in this lake, but what there are beautiful. Look at that. Golden, fin perfect. I don't know why people don't fish this lake more. Right, just take a quick second or so. Just take a quick second or so. Right, it's 22, 12. Just add that one in. That's 13 fish in the space of 40 minutes. And that's me messing about, to be perfectly honest as well. I'm not sort of fishing properly, but this lake here, if you've got youngsters that want to come fishing, worst thing you can do is bring a kid fishing that don't catch. If you live local, you live in the Birmingham area, try Huntington on the Swan Pool. Currently, because of the way the weather is, you can't drive the car up, but when it's warmer and it's drier, you drive the car right up and you can park behind where you're fishing. This edge where me and Dad are at the minute, I'm just going to see. It's alright, I've just spotted some more fish down by there. So that's it. I'm just going to change. I'm just going to change the shotting pattern on here. Just going to move a lot of the shot down to the bottom. So that the float sits very quickly, to be honest, because I think that's half the issue. There we go. I made it slightly shallower as well. I think that's why I'm missing a few. Just see if that makes any difference. Well, the float settles far quicker. Just about to say this is going quiet on here. There we are, we're in again. Going around here. Alright. Didn't realise the camera was on me. But there we go. Let's have a look at this fish. I know that I'm at the right depth. There he is. I know I'm at the right depth because I've yet to have to use my forceps or my disgorger. They're all in the top lip, so exactly where I want them, or where I want the hook to be. Biggest problem I'm having is getting the hook out of the net. Benefit of having a barbless hook, they just come straight out the fish's mouth and straight out of your clothes, out of your fingers and out of your net. Right, let's get back again. Well, I'm just about to lose the battery in the Sony, so I'll switch over to the Lumix in a minute. But let's just see if I can entice a few of these fish into this swim here. Oh, flying fish. As you can see, we've had an absolutely stunning day. You've just seen just an hour's worth of unedited fishing. What did I catch? 15 fish in an hour in March. That's not bad. That's not bad going at all. That's not particularly because I'm a good fisherman. That's just the fact that it's gone warm. The fish are actually feeding. So no, thanks for watching Fish with Bish. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. You don't want to be missing any of this, do you? Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Thanks for watching Fish with Bish. We'll see you real soon. Bye now.